Hello and welcome. This is Deacon Kirby with Whatever Wednesday. Whatever Wednesday is where I talk about whatever. What do I want to talk about today? Well, I love to be in church. I love to be in the house of God with the people of God while they are praising God. And there are some songs that are sung in church that make you want to think, It's a one song, I think everybody should know it. I never shall forget what he's done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget what you done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. And there are so many people that can sing that song. That's not a song you can do a solo on. You could do a solo if you want to. But that's a song the congregation could sing. The whole church could sing together. But did you ever imagine it? Somebody that has Alzheimer's, however you pronounce it, Alzheimer's. The people that lose their memory very quickly. Can you imagine them trying to sing that song? They'd be like, Jesus, I'll never forget what was I just singing? Anywho, many funny things can happen, with people. People can do very strange things. I know somebody, they was retiring from work. They was a member of the church and they was retiring from work. So, they wanted to have a retirement service. And I'm wondering, a retirement service? Why in the world are you having a retirement service? I mean, you worked as in the medical field. So what does the church, having a church service for a retirement? Anyway, I didn't understand, but okay. So this person, they gonna have the retirement service, and they got the program drawn out for the retirement service. And it was supposed to talk about the different churches they went to. The first church they went to, the second church they went to, the third church they went to, the fourth church they went to. And I'm sitting here wondering, I'm saying, well, you're not retired from church, you're retired from work. What does all this? Anyway, people can do plenty of strange things. And that's why I call it Whatever Wednesday, because I'm talking about whatever. Jimmy Fallon had a thing on his program called, he played the hashtag game. And one of his hashtags that he put was wedding fails. Things that happen at wedding that you'd be like, oh my goodness, why would you do that at a wedding? And I put out some tweets out there of wedding fails. Like the bride was so late coming to the wedding, about 10 different women inside the church stood up and volunteered to marry the groom just so they could get to the reception. Wedding fails. Man was so tall, but he had a bad back, so he couldn't bend over. The bride was so short, she couldn't reach up to the groom, so the preacher volunteered to kiss the bride for him. Most weird thing that can happen at a wedding, which could be considered as a wedding fail, when the preacher objects to the wedding. I mean, he's the one that's trying to marry y'all, and he says, I object, you can't get married. Why can't you get married? He didn't pay the church bill. So you know what the guy did? He dug in his pocket. Was digging for some money to pay for the preacher. And he said, well, preacher, I'm sorry I didn't pay you, but how much you want me to pay you? The preacher said, well, how much do you think she's worth? So he digged in his pocket and he pulled out a quarter. The preacher said, really, man? So he went over to the bride and lifted the veil from her face and see how she looked. The preacher put that veil back down, dug in his pocket, gave the man 15 cents change back. Well, I think that's enough wedding veils for the day. With that being said, that's the end of Whatever Wednesday. I'll catch you next Wednesday. With that being said, wonderful Savior.